All and any religion should be the everyday practice of God. But many religious representatives distort the teachings of the founders of their religions. Today, there is no coherence between what man thinks, speaks, and does. Each one fights for his own world without contributing to the real and collective world. Man still has the arrogance of thinking he is the body that carries a soul within, when in reality he is a soul that expresses itself with a body. The human being is disintegrated more and more alone.
Na nossa primeira viagem à Índia, tivemos a felicidade de ser recebido por Satya Sai Baba numa entrevista, e aí ele perguntou ao nosso grupo: como pode Deus ser vivido no dia a dia? Cada um de nós achou que seria necessário combater alguma coisa, incluindo o egoísmo. No final, Satya Sai Baba ensinou que para se viver Deus no dia a dia, basta só ver o bem, só ouvir o bem e só falar o bem.
But after all, has anyone taught us to love? Has anyone taught us to serve? Has anyone taught us to forgive? Has anyone taught us to accept the consequences of our mistakes? Has anyone taught us to be thankful? Has anyone taught us to be happy without using artificial means? Has anyone taught us what is really worthwhile in this life? Has anyone shown us what is the path? In spite of so many conflicts and uncertainties, it is certain that in the heart of each one of us is alive the possibility of attaining a better world. The reconnection with the One is not a fantasy. It is possible for all. We have to pass from theory to practice. If, as religions say, we are the image and similarity of God, we should recognize the paternity of God and the fraternity amongst all men. Imagine a chemist examining a drop of water from the Atlantic Ocean. He will see that the properties of the drop are the same properties of the whole ocean. In such manner, we can affirm that each one of us has the same properties of God. So, we are also God. We just cannot say that we are the whole ocean, the one God. Now, conclude your reasoning. If we cause damage to someone, we are causing damage to ourselves, because we are all drops of the same divine ocean. Understand and live this teaching. If you practice Christianity, see Christ in the heart of the other. If you practice Buddhism, see Buddha in the heart of the other. If you are a Muslim, see Allah in the heart of the other. We should look at each other, seeing in him the divine being, a brother. But for you, does this change still seem impossible? We want to propose an answer. If you change your vision and your world perception, everything in your surroundings will be changed. Understand that at the emotional level, we don't have stability, and that if we plunge more deeply into the mental level, we cease to oscillate so much, but we still won't find the final stability. Only in the heart is the change really possible. Only when love is brought to daily activities does the transformation occur. In the schools of the whole world, children and youths are learning the basic subjects of a traditional curriculum. They also learn how to live together with other people and learn natural rules to live in society. However, the most important is not taught. The knowledge of oneself and the consequent thought of how other feels are not part of the curriculum. Either the student will learn during his lifetime after some mistakes, or he will never learn. Maybe he shall build a family, graduate with honors, obtain good social standing and comfort, but he might never notice the need to learn the following subject: to live in harmony with himself and the world. Education has the fundamental role of helping man. It may seem difficult, but following the example of humanity's great men, the doors to happiness open up easily. When we have peace, love, and happiness, we irradiate those feelings to other people. Love puts us in communion with everything that exists, and in this way one cannot avoid being happy. It is not just our mind that needs to be taught. The emotional also needs to be taught. The real learning, which serves for all aspects of life, only is possible if the teachings go from heart to heart. The Indian educator Satya Sai Baba innovated in an educational method adequate for the 21st century and in agreement with what we expect for this millennium. If we want people that bring union, that respect the beings in their midst, and that use love in all their thoughts, actions, and words, we are in the presence of the method of education in human values. A method that has as its priority teaching education for life, and not just to gain a living.
వివేకమా కావలసినంత ఉన్నది.
There's a lot of intelligence.
విద్యను అభ్యసించేటువంటి విధానముల వేలకు వేలు కళాశాలలు, వందలకు విశ్వవిద్యాలయములు ఎన్నియో ఈ కలియుగమునందు అభివృద్ధిగాంచినవి.
In this Kali age, we find thousands and thousands of colleges and hundreds of universities for learning process.
ధనార్జన దీనికి అనేక విధములైనటువంటి సులభోపాయములు కూడాను ఉన్నాయి.
There are many easy techniques to make money.
కానీ ఇన్ని అనుకూలములు ఉండినప్పటికీ మానవుడు శాంతిని నోచుకోలేక, సుఖమును అనుభవించలేక అనేక విధములైనటువంటి అశాంతికి గురి అవుతున్నాడు.
In spite of all conveniences, man has no peace, has no happiness, and is restless.
దీనికి కారణం ఏమిటి?
What is the reason behind this?
ఈ సత్య లోకములో ధనమే ప్రధానమైన బలమని కొందరు అంటుంటారు.
In this world, some feel that money is very important.
విద్యాశక్తియే దీనికి ప్రధానమైన విలువ అని మరికొందరు అంటుంటారు.
Some feel the value of education lies in this.
మేధాశక్తి మానవునికి ప్రధానమైనటువంటి బలము అని మరికొందరు అంటుంటారు.
Some also feel that is the power of intelligence as the aim of this education.
ధనబలము, విద్యాబలము, మేధాశక్తి ఇవన్నీ కూడాను నా దృష్టిలో దుర్బలములే కానీ బలములు కాదు.
According to Swami, the power of wealth, the power of intelligence and education are signs of weakness and not of strength.
గుణమే నిజమైన బలం.
It's only the character that is the true strength.
EHV అన్నారు.
We say EHV.
ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అండ్ హ్యూమన్ వాల్యూ అని.
It means education and human
ఎడ్యుకేషన్
value.
అంటే ఏమిటి?
What is meant by education?
బహుళ గ్రంథ పరిచయమా?
Is it familiarity with the books?
కాదు కాదు.
No.
Education means not only knowledge, but it must be an act.
Education is not mere knowledge, but it is action.
ఆచరణలో పెట్టేటువంటి హ్యూమన్ వాల్యూ, మానవతా విలువను ఎవరు ఆచరణలో పెడతారో అదే హ్యూమన్ వాల్యూ, అదే ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అండ్ హ్యూమన్ వాల్యూ.
The true education human value meant that human value which is practiced